The ink is dry, but the smoke still stains my fingers. Outside my tent, the sky over Persia is not blue, nor is it black. It is a violent, bleeding orange. The boys in the camp are still singing. They think we won a great victory tonight. They think the wine we drank gave us courage, and that a drunken dare from a woman ended the greatest empire the world had ever seen. Let the soldiers sing. Let the future historians write their foolish theories. But on this parchment, before sleep takes me, I must record the cold, unyielding truth. Persepolis did not burn because I lost my mind. It burned because I finally found my purpose. When I first marched into this city, the sheer scale of it nearly brought me to my knees. Pillars of polished stone that reached the heavens. Golden lions guarding gates that had stood for generations. Everything about this place whispered a single word to my men: submission. For decades, the great kings of Persia sat on their peacock thrones and taught the world that they were gods. Even my own men, Greeks who crossed the sea with blood in their eyes, began to look at these palaces with a dangerous awe. They started asking if we should stay here, if we should become the new masters of this Persian luxury. That was the mesmerizing trap. If I kept this palace, I would not be Alexander the Conqueror. I would simply be the next Persian king, waiting to grow soft, waiting for someone younger and hungrier to take my place. I did not cross the Hellespont to inherit a throne. I came to break the world and rebuild it in my image. There was an old debt that had to be paid. 150 years ago, King Xerxes marched his millions into Greece. He entered Athens, climbed our sacred Acropolis, and burned our temples to the ground. Our grandfathers wept in the ashes. They swore an oath that the gods would one day demand a reckoning. Tonight, I walked into the grand palace of that very same Xerxes. I held a torch in my right hand, the flame dancing against the gold leaf walls. My generals looked at me, waiting for me to lower it. They thought I was playing a game to frighten the captives. But I looked at those grand columns, and I didn't see art. I saw the arrogance of an empire that thought it was immortal. I tossed the torch onto the cedarwood beams. It took only minutes for the hunger of the fire to take hold. The palace did not go quietly. In an instant, the golden drapes caught the flame, climbing the walls like fiery serpents. The air, once cool with the night breeze, turned into a furnace. My own generals, drunken leaders moments ago, staggered back in horror. They screamed my name over the roar of the ignition, their voices swallowed by the crackle of ancient timber. They thought it was a festive prank. The sudden realization on their faces, that I was erasing history in front of them, was worth more than all the gold in the treasury. The grand halls became a chamber of screams. The Persian servants, the noble captives, the guards who had surrendered, they ran through the smoke like ghosts, their yellings echoing off the stone walls. They were completely unaware. They thought the conqueror had spared them, only to wake up to a sky raining fire. The sound of their panic clashed with the drunken cheers of my Macedonian veterans outside. It was a beautiful, chaotic symphony of a dying empire. I stood still in the center of the courtyard, letting the heat scorch my skin, listening to the final, desperate breaths of Persepolis. The sound of a civilization burning is terrifyingly beautiful. The cedar cracked like thunder. The gold melted and ran down the stone steps like rivers of sweat. As the roof collapsed, burying the throne of Xerxes in white ash, a deep silence fell over my army. The cheering stopped. In that reflection of the flames, my men finally understood what we are doing. We are not here to compromise. We are not here to assimilate. By morning, the news will travel to the farthest corners of the earth. From India to Egypt, every king, satrap, and rebel will hear that Alexander took the heart of Persia and turned it into dust. They will realize that no wall is high enough, no palace is grand enough, and no empire is permanent enough to stop what is coming. The fire is dying down now, leaving only the charred bones of a dead empire. My eyes are heavy, and the march continues at dawn. Let the world call me a madman. Let them call me a destroyer. History belongs to the creators. But before you can build an empire that lasts forever, you must first have the courage to burn the old one down. Alexander.